This is my kitty cat, Meower. Midnight. He's a black panther. Can't you tell he's a shrunken panther? Just look at him. He's so adorable and cute. Yes, he's all mine. He's my Meower. You can't have him. No, you can't have my Meower. It's my Meower. Mm. I think I freaked my cat out officially by doing that or something like that, but I just thought I would show you my cat. Yeah, that was my kitty cat Midnight. Uh, I adopted him when he was only 2 years old, and he was captured in the wild as a feral cat. And for a while, he had a foster mother who took care of him, and I adopted him. He was free to go home, and I took him into my apartment, and I took him into my heart for the first time. Yeah, it was such a wonderful feeling because I had a cat previous to the cat that I now have. That when I was the age of 6, I had a black cat by the name of Midnight. And we had to put him to sleep because he had a tailbone traveling up his back and it got infected, and he eventually would have died very painfully had we not put him to sleep. So that was the whole situation. So, it basically brought back that memory of the cat I used to have when I went to look for a pet for the first time. When I was going trying to find a proper cat for me that very week, and I had no idea that I would end up adopting a black cat with the name Midnight. I don't know if that was a coincidence or what that was, but personally, uh, I gotta say, the best pets I've ever had were black cats. Because Midnight, the 2 minutes that I had in my lifetime were not the only black cats that I had. I had a cat by the name of Aries. He was a black cat. And if I'm not correctly mistaken, he even had a little sister that was a black cat. And then my own best friend that I had since I was the age of 11, a couple of years back, she had a black cat. Actually, I think she had two. Yeah, I think we're two different black cats. But the fact of the matter is that one black cat she had was a stray cat, and it was a mother cat, and she had kittens. She had two different um, litters, right? The one where she had a black cat from the mother cat, and then there was another litter where her black cat that she got from the mother black cat uh, has a sister, but the black cat that my best friend had, that cat died, and she still can't figure out what the cat died from because she was scheduled to take him to the vet that very week, and that very week he was acting lethargic and sick. So she wanted to take him to the vet to see if there was something wrong with him. So, on the very day that she was scheduled to go in for an appointment, she found him dead 3 blocks away from her house. Yeah, it was very sad. Um, it's not pleasant losing a pet. But I do got to say that black cats are the best type of cats because their personalities are not quite similar to most cats. They are more dog-like in personality. I've noticed that with any black cat I've ever had. I mean, yes, you can get other cats of other breeds, so to speak, that are affectionate and loving and have a dog-like personality. But black cats, I just notice, are often commonly more dog-like in their personality. See, my cat Midnight, um, he is more code independent. He likes having attention. He has separation anxiety issues, which I can relate to that because I get like that myself. But he'll be at the door crying the moment I step out, and it's like, you definitely tell he's not like a typical cat because cats are supposed to be independent, and they usually don't rely on a human for much. And my cat is a social butterfly. He's very friendly. He'll socialize with just about anybody. On a rare occasion, he'll be a little standoffish and not as sociable, but most of the time he's a very sociable cat. Um, it's like my mother knew that he was going to be the proper cat for me because she noticed he was very friendly. It shocked me that she wanted me to have an older cat because originally she wanted me to have a kitten, but she decided from the moment that we both encountered Midnight, she would talk me into adopting him, which didn't take that much convincing on her part because in all reality, I thought it was awesome that his name was Midnight, and I thought it was awesome that he was a black cat and he was very affectionate and very friendly. So I guess it would be very easy to convince me to adopt a cat like that. So I'm very happy to have Midnight in my life. I mean, I may not be happy about my life in general, but I'm happy to have a furry little companion that just absolutely loves me unconditionally. It's like my my whole I should say his whole life he feels revolves around me. It's like I'm like his mom to him or something like that. But he really loves attention. So like I said, he's got more of a dog-like personality. If you ever consider getting a cat, I highly recommend getting a black cat because they usually, like I said, have very friendly personalities. Because even dog people end up liking black cats in the end because these, like I said, they do have pretty dog-like personalities. I don't know, whether it is truly a dog personality, but like I said, they're more sociable and they like being around people. So I'm not saying every black cat is that way, but most black cats, the majority of them that I've ever known, they tend to be sociable and friendly like that. So they're good natured. So it's good to have a pet that's good natured, basically. Me, if you're wondering, I like cats a lot, yes, but I define myself as a person who likes animals in general. Like, I'm very fond of animals, so much to the point that my mother literally feels that I have too much trust with animals. She thinks one of these days I'm gonna get bitten by some dog. Something like that. But that's how I am because I remember when I was 11 that there was a mole in the yard and I picked it up and I went up to my mom and asked her if I could have it as a pet. Uh, my mom today told me remembers being upset about that. She didn't want me giving that as a pet. She's like, that was disgusting. You wanted to give that as a pet. And I was like, can you blame me? I like animals, okay? And I thought it was cool looking. That mole was awesome to look at. She's like, but it's a wild animal. You can't keep a wild animal as a pet. Well, I also wanted a gardener snake as a pet. That would have been awesome. Because I befriended a snake once. Well, I think it's because I rescued him from a tabby cat that I had at the time when I was a teenager. And the tabby cat's name was Energizer Bunny. And he would hunt snakes. And he would even turn them into snake jerky. So, but I honestly do feel as though when people say that animals don't have souls, I think that's nonsense because they do have souls. I mean, if you are an empath and you feel emotion from something, you know it's got a soul, obviously. I mean, animals have emotions, do they not? So to say they don't have a soul is just complete ignorance, I think. I even think snakes have souls, because the one that I encountered seemed like it had one, because obviously it had emotion, it had fear in it. I could feel that it was frightened. I know that sounds odd, but empaths don't just feel the emotions of people, they feel it from animals. And from what I've understood of being an empath is that I will often pick up on other people's emotions, but I can also pick up on animals' emotions. And what I understand about being an empath is that I have a strong connection to animals, and It seems like animals and children both like me a lot. So generally, I just think that's what it's like being an empath. I don't know. Maybe part of it's just because I like animals so much and the fact that I like kids so much. But you never know. I really don't know. Personally, it seems like I have an easier time getting along with children than most adults do. Okay, it's just kind of how I am, I suppose. I don't know why. It's just kids, even really shy kids, want to approach me. It's weird. I always assumed it was because I was an empath. But as the people tell me, well, if animals and children approach you, that means you got a pure soul. I don't really see myself in that light. I honestly don't think I'm perfect. I don't know. I'm just a pure soul, have to be perfect. I don't know. But either way you look at it, I really don't see myself that way. So I know this conversation started off about my cat and all, but that's the fun thing about my ADD, my attention deficit disorder. I control off into other conversations. So I might as well cut this video short so that I don't bore you. Alright, bye.